Welcome to this Black Myth Wukong video. We're going to be breaking down these spells and transformations, very important part of the game. And we just finished doing the actual skill tree, and we also have the breakdown when it comes to everything else with your build, being able to place everything. It's going to be all here for you today. We're going to dive into spells. Do have some giveaways, and we did partner up with YouTube, so very excited. And we're going to be doing a bunch of streams and things in the near future, so make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, let's get into these amazing spells. There's a bunch of them. We're not going to go deep down the rabbit hole. We want to give you the starter guide to help you get the ball rolling, plus a preview, guys, of some really good stuff as we go. So lock in for that. I want to talk about first and foremost understanding that the game has different resources. I do have multiple videos where I kind of break down how this all functions so that you can understand. You're looking at actual gameplay, and on the left, the blue is your mana, aka your MP. The yellow below that is the stamina, and above is the big white one is your health. Okay, that's the core. Okay, and then on the right side, you have your spells, and on the left, the transformations. And I'm going to showcase them and zoom in and teach you guys some of those key things to kind of pay attention to when you're going to go forward for your builds as we lock in. All right, so take a quick look. I want you to see the menus here, the transformation section here, where you're going to be able to unlock even stronger things as you go. Very critical. And we're going to go down the rabbit hole talking about the transformations because they play a big role in everything in a second. But I did want to touch on the key thing here that you've seen throughout the gameplay thoroughly over and over, and probably the most essential thing since there's no normal block mechanic. There's three ways to block in the game, and I do talk about that fully in a couple of my videos and combat guide and things like that. But right here, you're looking at Cloud Step. This is how you dodge away from enemies, and you can do things like have faster speed and buff yourself up in different ways. The enemies will get confused, they'll go over to it, kind of like a trap, and it's really good. The key thing here is that this is the number one tool, but it is a skill, and I want you to pay attention to the right side here. We're going to zoom in. It says Cloud Step takes 35 seconds to get off of cooldown. So after you use it, it'll take that long. And then the points is actually for your mana, aka your MP, whatever word you want to use for it. I usually call it MP. That's what a lot of games call it. And so this is going to be the number one skill. You're going to watch it happen in the gameplay consistently, like every single time. And it's pretty much the staple. And it's not going to be the only way to play, but it's going to be one of the first things you unlock and the first things you utilize in the game. So make sure you pay attention. And the reason I want to bring this up is that I'm going to showcase in my next video how to make a build properly and kind of prepare yourself so that you won't waste all your skill points and all that. One cool thing is you can reset. I keep reminding people you can reset free without having to go through any other nonsense to be able to reset. But yeah, so this is the core foundation, and this gameplay it's not looking the best, but basically it's one of the key pillar elements in the game for you. As you can see, I do it there and it's gonna work. Now the second skill that I want to talk about, the second spell slash skill, is Immobilize. Right there, you're watching somebody get frozen. How do you do that? Where's that? Well, you're gonna unlock that very early as well, and it's a way to get high damage, right? So we're going to showcase that right now. You can see right here, Immobilize, and we want to talk about what it costs to use Immobilize and what it does. So it's going to basically freeze all the enemies out there, which is super cool. Note if they're already down, if they're staggered or if they're exhausted, like their stamina's dropped and you use it, it's gonna last a little longer. And you can see right here it's 50%, 50-second cooldown, and it costs 50 mana to actually utilize. So make sure you do that when the time is necessary because you're gonna need it. And this is gonna be one that I think I will max out very early in the game to be able to have a good damage output. Even if my damage isn't high when I first start the game, I'll probably be able to survive, let's just say, a little bit better because of that. Okay. So just make sure you pay attention. Now we're looking at the rock solid spell here that's super cool. It's going to be basically a block mechanic. You can basically make them stump as well. Rock solid. This is the transformation one, but basically rock solid is super critical as well. There's not a lot of blocking in the game, but this is kind of a form of blocking. Looking at the spell right here, 50-second cooldown, so you can use it regularly, and it costs 30 mana, aka MP. And it says right here that it's great for defensive, right? So enemies striking you during that transformation, it lets you do a deflection and it grants perfect chance for counter attack. Okay. So you pop this, you pop the immobilize, you can pop different things together and you're going to have synergy. And I'm going to have advanced combat guides to show you guys all these things once the game is fully launched. But the point is, you're going to see this very early. Again, things I'm talking about are tools for you to utilize early in the game so that you can be ready to go. And I want to talk about one more thing to show you guys the setup and how it all works. Right here on the right side is the actual spells that you're going to be casting consistently. And of course, we have Rock Solid, Immobilize, and then I have Red Ties. You guys seen this in the gameplay. It's basically a spear slash staff. I actually don't know what to call it, but basically an amazing staff with two blades on each end. I'm gonna call it a pole arm, maybe. It's pretty amazing and it has fire damage. It's a sick mechanic, and that's another transformation you can use. But the point here is to learn that they have cooldowns, learn that they have mana that you have to use. So being careful when you use them, super critical. Okay. Don't just spam your attacks the whole game. It's not going to work out for you, just to be honest with you guys. And I want to talk about spirits. Spirits and transformations are pretty much the same thing. Um, but they're different versions. The spirits are lesser versions of the transformations, but they're really powerful tools that you can use in the game, and you can equip them like equipment. And I want to kind of give you guys a quick look at how that works and how it functions. So, check this out right here. So, this is your equipment section. You have your staff, you have your gear, your armor, all of the things. But on that specific slot that you're seeing is a spirit, and it's the big head. That's me in real life. I have a big head. Okay. So, that's me in real life. And now you can equip me as a wandering wit, and you can see what it does. It increases your defense. If you really want to have better defense, that's what you'll put on, and it's super cool. There's a lot of them, as you can see. I can equip a couple here. There's actually 50 of these. Okay, and I'm going to showcase some of them. I'm going to show you exactly what they're doing. Okay, this one right here is going to give you poison damage and poison resistance. All right, and it's looking like a good one. I'm gonna call this one Viper, but as you can see, that's super solid. Then you have the bats. You're gonna have extra stamina recovery increased. Okay, super important. Then there's the spear bone, which I'm really liking as well because it has damage reduction. Just in case if you're having a hard time, you can put on some of these. Then you have grant a small amount of additional focus on hit. So you could just kind of be a DPS player. This one also reduces your stamina costs for staff spins. which is the rat. Then you have the wolf assassin, slightly increased critical hit chance. I'm probably going to go with a critical hit build, guys, but that is super cool. And so the way these work is once they are equipped on your build, all you got to do is pop the actual skill. And how do you do that? Look at the bottom right here. This character right here, the true trigger buttons, but depending on what system you're on, PC, I don't know. PlayStation, I don't know. We'll see what the configurations are. But that is going to be the key for you to transform easily. And it actually costs key. It doesn't cost mana. It's going to cost you key. So that's an interesting and different dynamic, in my opinion. But these spells are super critical. These are going to take you to that next level to be able to be, the best possible version of yourself. And it should be great. I do have more guides and tips and tricks. We're going to be diving deeper into this whole build and everything that comes with it as we go forward. And we're going to be covering gear on this next video that's going to be coming up. And it's going to be the best thing for your loadout, how to set things up, and go forward from there. So make sure you go check that out and you should be good to go. I do have the giveaways, so go ahead and get involved in the comments. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm really, really excited. I want to try to build the community a little better. I haven't been streaming because I've been working on my partnership with YouTube, getting my membership going, and but we're gonna be streaming this game on launch day. So enjoy, come by. I'll probably be live and ask some questions, comments, and share your tips and tricks as well. Do that in the comments as well. All right. The next video should be the gear helping you with your loadout. Should be popping up right now. Hope y'all enjoyed. See you there.